From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, a box in memory of a loved pet is now helping other furry friends.
Plus, a new project will help feed Lincoln neighborhoods.
But first, the mask mandate is being extended here in Lancaster County. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez has the information you need to know. Ariana.
Yes, Lincoln residents will still be required to wear masks indoors and in public, as the directed health measure mask requirement has been extended through November 23rd. Mayor Gaylord Baird says hospitals are still overwhelmed. She gave an example of an area football player who broke his arm and had to wait for treatment until the next day.
Before COVID, my friend explained, there would have been one phone call made to arrange a surgery, and my friend would have fixed that patient upon arrival at a Lincoln hospital, taking maybe 2.5 hours tops. With COVID, and in this case, the doctor made 4 phone calls, only to find that all of the hospitals were full, and the injured football player, with bones sticking out through the skin of his arm, had to wait until the next day, over 16 hours, to get his urgently needed surgery.
A representative from Bryan Health said at midnight there were about 60 COVID patients in the hospital and 20 non-COVID patients waiting in the ER for a bed. He said if there were less COVID patients in the hospital, those 20 emergency cases would not have to wait for a bed. The dial remains at the high end of level yellow.
What individual with chest pain needing to go to the ER wouldn't be concerned right now? We all should be concerned about the disrupted and delayed care people are experiencing locally.
18 to 24 is the age group with the lowest vaccination rate in Lancaster County. The FDA is recommending the Pfizer vaccine for children 5 to 11, and it now moves to the CDC for final authorization. They meet next week to make a decision.
Ariana, since Lincoln remains the only county here in the state of Nebraska with a mask mandate, have we looked at Douglas County, the largest, who doesn't have a mask mandate, to compare their positivity numbers?
Yes, I actually reached out to the Douglas County Health Department today, who said their test-over-test positivity rate is 7.2%. And in Lincoln, the positivity rate sits around 9 to 10%. But Dr. Russell at Bryan Health said that the death rate is 20% lower in Lancaster County than it is in Omaha.
Ariana, thank you very much for our top story tonight. And sticking with the pandemic, today the FDA advisory panel voting in support of emergency authorization for Pfizer's vaccine for kids 5 to 11.
This as new cases have dropped dramatically in the U.S. over the past month, down 43% to an average of 70,000 per day. ABC's Dan Lieberman has the story.
Children ages 5 to 11 years of age, far from being spared from this harm of COVID-19.
The FDA Advisory Committee voting to recommend Pfizer's COVID vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. Health officials laying out alarming data on just how much the virus is harming children. So far, more than 8,300 hospitalizations, about a third requiring ICU stays, and one of the top 10 causes of death for this age group during this time.
Kids can also get the long COVID consequences, even though they might not have a severe case.
But hopeful data from a Pfizer study of 2,200 children showing its 2-shot vaccine can save lives. Nearly 91% effective against symptomatic infection, with only mild, short-lived side effects.
And the safety record looks really good. Using about 1/3 the dose that you would for an adult, you get a really good immune response.
There is still apprehension among some parents. A Kaiser Family Foundation survey finding roughly 1/3 of parents of children between 5 to 11 say they will wait and see before allowing their kids to receive the shot.
You know, it's just a little child. I don't know how quick I would be to jump on a decision to do that.
But for others, it can't come soon enough.
If we can at least have them that extra layer of protection with the vaccine, that's what we're excited for.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that doesn't hurt at all.
As pediatricians who care for these kids, we want to find a solution, and it is a miracle that we potentially have one.
The CDC is expected to sign off next week, with shots being available by early November. Medical experts are urging parents to begin making appointments now to get their children vaccinated. Dan Lieberman, ABC News, New York.
All right, back here at home now. We've all heard of those little free libraries or food pantries set up around town to lend a helping hand to our neighbors.
A Crete woman is trying to make a difference for not only the people in her neighborhood, but the animals too. Channel 8's Alexis Ganeski has this heartwarming story that you will only see right here on Channel 8. Alexa?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The Buddy Box has created some serious tail wags and smiles around Crete, but the box comes after a loss. The owner created this special pantry as a memory for her late dog.
He was so loved, so cherished, so spoiled by my whole entire family.
27-year-old Sonia Almodovar lost her best friend Buddy, her 4-year-old pit bull, who passed away suddenly just a few weeks ago. But instead of tears, Sonia found a different way to grieve. Her family created what they're calling the Buddy Box that now stands tall on the grass Buddy once loved at the corner of 8th and Main Streets in Crete.
I said we were never dog people, pet people, and then when we adopted this dog, that he came from a horrible upbringing and all he had was this unconditional love, and then he tragically passed away. It's kind of like, what can we do so that every animal is treated to the best that they can be treated? We don't want anyone to be treated how Buddy was, a stray, and he didn't have anything to eat or any place to stay. We always want every animal to be treated good.
From treats to toys, anything a pet may need can be found inside of the Buddy Box. Sonia will continue to fill the box with pet supplies as needed, but donations are always welcome, and she says she's seen her fair share of visitors already. While the Buddy Box is filled with basic supplies on the inside, there are some treasures on the outside, a list of names of those furry friends who have passed but are truly never forgotten. Sonia hopes the Buddy Box will open people's eyes that pets can't fend for themselves, and it's our job to step up and help.
I want to change the stigma of I don't have enough money to feed my pet. It's like, change that to, okay, what are you doing to help yourself? Like, come to my free pet pantry, or what can we do to get those donations for you so you can provide stuff for your pet?
About 6 months ago, Sonia also created the Blessings Box that sits in her yard, a little pantry full of food and basic items for people that's written in Spanish, so everyone, no matter what language you speak, can grab what you need. Now you can donate pet supplies to that box or drop it off on her porch. A Facebook page for the Buddy Box has already been created. You'll be able to find that on our website, klkntv.com.
What a wonderful thing to do for the community. Alexa, thank you for that great story tonight. And speaking of those food pantries, a local nonprofit kicked off their project today.
It will install 4 free pantries in neighborhoods throughout Lincoln. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Lincoln-Lancaster County partnered with Kingery Construction and Millard Lumber to build these 4 pantries to address food insecurity issues in our community. These are all Lincoln North Star students building them as we speak.
They're just a way for neighbors to be able to give what they can and to take what they need. So we're excited to engage the kids in being able to build these together.
The pantries will be installed around Lincoln this fall. They hope at least one will be placed by Lincoln North Star so those students can see the ending product of what they built. Another nice story there. No doubt the weather is turning colder.
Yeah, it may have many of you turning up the thermostat or others lighting your fireplaces. You know, here's just a few safety reminders. Before starting your fireplace, have a chimney sweep, clear everything out. That's something you need to do at least once a year. Gas fireplaces are a little more safe, so if you want to convert your wood-burning fireplace, you could always have a professional run a gas line to it.
We do actually recommend you run a log lighter, which is a gas line to the fireplace. Helps preheat the chimney and start your fire at the same time, so you don't get that smoke back into your house.
Even though gas has less chance for mistakes, you should treat any heat source safely.
Boy, and with the winds and the temp today, you need something to kind of warm you up, John.
That's right, and let me give you some suggestions. If you need to get it done, try to get it scheduled as soon as possible because we've got some much colder air coming our way for the start of the next month. So you've got about a week or so until we really start to see some colder air arriving. Now today it's been cool. We've had some clouds around and winds have been gusting out of the southeast at times 30 to as much as now 36 miles per hour out towards Grand Island. We've also got some temperatures that are cooler than normal. It's 57 degrees right now in Lincoln. It's 57 Beatrice, but it is a little bit warmer as you head out towards Hebron and Kearney where temperatures are in the 60s. As we suggested yesterday, clouds swamping us in all day long. No sunshine out there, 100% cloud cover this afternoon. And this all thanks to a weather system, or actually multiple reasons why, but we are watching this weather system back to our south and west. That's helping keep the winds kicked up. And it's also going to produce a chance for showers and some thunderstorms later on tonight. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center is watching this area in red. They say there's 95% probability they'll be issuing a watch for that area. Slight risk of severe weather continues for this area, shaded in yellow according to the Storm Prediction Center, and that would be for storms later on tonight. For this evening, it's going to stay windy at 6 o'clock, 58, when we're holding steady temperature-wise as we go through the rest of the evening. We've got some changes coming our way tomorrow. That includes a lot of rain and some cooler temperatures, as well as more wind. We'll take a closer look at that in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, John. On Capitol Hill today, executives from TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube testified to lawmakers about safety concerns for young users on their platforms.
The hearing comes as Facebook pushes back on claims from a whistleblower that the company prioritizes growth over safety. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has the latest.
As lawmakers set their sights on the business of big tech, executives from TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube facing a grilling on Capitol Hill.
Everything that you do is to add users, especially kids, and keep them on your apps for longer.
Senators accuse the companies of failing to protect child and teen users.
What will it take for platforms to finally crack down on the viral challenges, the illicit drugs, the eating disorder content, and the child sexual abuse material?
It's part of a wider push by lawmakers to scrutinize social media firms, fueled by revelations in thousands of internal documents leaked by Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen, claiming Facebook puts profit over safety.
I think there is a view inside the company that safety is a cost center. It's not a growth center.
Haugen says Facebook fails to stem the spread of hate speech, misinformation, and harmful content, including allowing ads for human trafficking. But Facebook is pushing back. CEO Mark Zuckerberg defiant after the company posted strong earnings and user growth.
My view is that what we are seeing is a coordinated effort to selectively use leaked documents to paint a false picture of our company.
Zuckerberg says he welcomes regulation to promote safety online, a claim echoed by other social media execs.
Regulation alone can't get the job done. Technology companies must take responsibility to protect the communities they serve. If they don't, government must act to hold them accountable.
Now, despite that broad support, most of the social media company executives who testified wouldn't give a clear answer on whether they're in favor of a specific bill that would expand privacy protections for kids online. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
And coming up after the break, John will have your full forecast.
But first, take a moment to enjoy the beautiful fall colors around town.
Ready to save on Honda?
From the west coast to the east coast, heavy rainfall is making flooding a major concern, and we had some of that right here in Lincoln on Sunday.
That's right. In the U.S., floods are a leading cause of death and weather-related disasters, and experts are urging you to stay safe. Here's ABC's Mandy Gaither.
After record rainfall in the west, the East Coast bracing for a snowless nor'easter, and tens of millions of Americans are facing flood threats.
Flooding is incredibly dangerous because it can happen in a matter of moments with very little warning.
The immediate health impacts of floods include drowning, injuries, hypothermia, and insect or animal bites. Most flood-related deaths are attributed to flash floods.
2 feet of water can move a vehicle, can float a vehicle, and can certainly sweep a person off their feet.
Oh my God. That's why the Red Cross is urging anyone near flooding to stay aware and not to go outside in the peak of any storm unless you have to.
If you are caught out in moving water, rising water, you should evacuate your car immediately and get to higher ground and call authorities from there.
If you find yourself driving and there's a road covered in water, turn around.
You never know the conditions underneath the water and the current that could very quickly sweep you away into a different area.
Other things to keep in mind: flood water can be contaminated, so keep yourself, your children, and pets away from it. There could also be downed power lines or dangerous insects or animals in the water.
So we never want you out and about in flood water if you don't have to be.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And the Red Cross says to make sure you dispose of anything that's been saturated by floodwater if it can't be sanitized or cleaned properly.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
And it isn't out of the question we could have some minor flooding going on tomorrow, as we are expecting more rains moving into the area. Some locations picking up maybe as much as 1.5 inches to approaching 2 inches of rainfall. Similar, not maybe as heavy as what we saw Sunday, but on the heels of Sunday's rain. May not take a whole lot to get some ponding of water in many backyards. This is a live look right now from Honda of Lincoln, looking off to the south and west, and this is what's been going on all day long. We suggested it yesterday that we'd have a temperature inversion overhead. That is the case. That's locked the clouds in at the surface, and that is keeping our temperatures from warming a whole lot today. Temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. We did make it to 59 this afternoon in Lincoln. It's 61 right now in Hebron and 61 degrees in Kearney. Winds continue to gust out of the southeast, 30 to as much as 36 miles per hour. We will likely keep the winds up as we go through the evening and through the overnight. We'll probably get a little bit of a lull from the stronger gusts tomorrow morning and early afternoon, but by late afternoon I suspect we'll see winds gusting 35 miles per hour, and that will continue through the day on Thursday. This is the weather system that's off to our south and west. Our southeasterly wind out ahead of it as a warm front extends back to our southwest as well into the extreme southern part of the state down through Kansas. And it's back to our southwest we're watching, and the Storm Prediction Center is even indicating that they could say there's a 95% probability they'll be issuing a severe weather watch for locations within this red circle. So we'll be watching for that once they issue that watch. We are expecting there to be some thunderstorms developing tonight, a slight risk of severe weather, according to the Storm Prediction Center, for the areas shaded in yellow through tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I think the best chance for severe weather will be down into Kansas. I think most of the storms we see in south central Nebraska will likely be just slightly below severe criteria. Stormcast this evening shows out to the west we will watch showers and thunderstorms begin to develop later on tonight. These may come through in a couple of different rounds through the overnight hours, but by 11 o'clock we can start seeing showers and thunderstorms moving out towards Lexington and beginning to approach Hastings. And then as we go through the overnight into early tomorrow morning, I think we can start seeing some showers, maybe hearing some rumbles of thunder in Lincoln after 2 o'clock in the morning, but the activity is still mainly back out to the west. And these will just keep moving through the area. And then notice not a whole lot of eastward progression through 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. I think tomorrow we're going to see on again, off again showers throughout the day, so make sure you've got an umbrella handy for you, if not some raincoats for sure, because it's likely going to be a wet day, and this rain sticks around as we go throughout the day. It'll finally start to taper off as we head into tomorrow night, as it slowly then begins to move off to the east. But even notice through 2-3 o'clock in the morning we may still have a few light showers into portions of Gage County as well as Lancaster County. A latest stormcast suggesting nearly an inch of rain in Lincoln, but some places may see upwards of 2, if not even slightly higher than 2 inches of rainfall through Wednesday night. For this evening, temperatures are going to hold pretty pretty steady right in the middle 50s. By 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be sitting at 55 degrees. Our temperatures will warm just ever so slightly by late morning and then start to fall back off as we go through the afternoon as winds turn around out of the northwest. We'll start to get some slightly cooler air coming in our way. I think by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we're talking a temperature of 53 degrees in Lincoln, only 49 degrees in New York. 7-day forecast then shows 56 on Thursday. It's going to be windy Thursday afternoon. Sunny on Friday, a high of 60. Right now, Saturday's not looking too bad as the cold front comes in. Turns things a little breezy, I think, Saturday evening, but the game looks okay, 65 degrees. Turning cooler by Sunday and next week. Get your winter coats out. In fact, we may see a few snowflakes flying around here perhaps by the 2nd of November. Nothing to worry about just yet, but just know there may be a few flying around early next Tuesday morning.
The S word.
I know it.
Okay. Thank you, John. Let's take a look at Wall Street. Now, small increases today. The Dow is up 16 points. NASDAQ up only 9. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, the extreme weather.
Finally tonight, you can't have fall without pumpkin, right? And today is the day to celebrate.
That's right. It's National Pumpkin Day. So grab a pumpkin spice latte, bake some pumpkin pancakes. You can also maybe carve a jack-o'-lantern, roast pumpkin seeds, visit a pumpkin patch, decorate with pumpkins, or pop a pumpkin pie in the oven. That was a lot of peas in there.
It's been years, now that I think about it, since I've actually carved a pumpkin, but...
Really?
I'm sorry, you lost me at pumpkin pie. Heat that up put some whipped cream or some vanilla ice cream on it, oh, it's good night, Agnes, because I'm set, man. I'm set for a long
With a
time.
little coffee too?
Coffee's a bonus.
See, and I was just thinking as you guys were reading that, did the pumpkins hire a PR firm? How did they come up with how did the pumpkins get their own day out of this thing?
And pumpkins are very versatile. I mean, all the things I listed off, you can do a lot.
There's a day for just about everything now.
And you can't go wrong with pumpkin chunkins either. You know the big cannons that they shoot the pumpkins out of?
Yeah.
They used to have those on TV all the time.
Yep.
Those are always fun to watch.
Yep, they've got them at some of the pumpkin patches here locally. I know Roca has one. So.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Hey, this evening we're going to be watching not so much pumpkins falling from the sky, but we'll likely see some raindrops falling from the sky and maybe hearing some rumbles of thunder. An area of low pressure back out to the west and southwest is slowly going to move to the southeast. Storm Prediction Center is watching this area shaded in red. They are talking about issuing a severe weather watch for portions of Kansas and southwestern Nebraska. So don't be surprised if that is issued here within the next hour to maybe 2 hours. Otherwise, for the rest of this evening, we'll see temperatures holding pretty steady, mainly in the middle to upper 50s, and the winds will continue to howl out of the southeast, gusting to 30 miles per hour.
All right, thank you so much, John, and thank you for joining us.
We'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock. Have a great evening.
Closed captioning on Channel